Oh, yeah. So, when I drew this, and I drew this, I immediately was like I started going back, bro. And I was like, this is it. I've got it. I've got it. I've got it. I've got it. So, watching Cool World a million times gave me all the clues that I needed to know how to get into the damn Cool World because there is no such thing as imagination. There is no such thing as imagination. Everything they say it spews out of their mouth is nothing but a lie of their own, like gravity and precipitation. Oh my gosh! And fucking atoms. Atoms have been proven to have empty space, and Einstein was an actor. So everything that we know is a lie. So is not. Imagination does not exist. It is just this place. And your body is like, yo, I need to get back to where I'm from. That's about it. Your original place was silica. And you'll notice that all the trees were typically standing straight up. They were very erect and rigid type trees. But when they all became carbon-based life forms, since this is an electromagnetic dome, what I presume is that everything started to bend and melt under itself, and it became a warped, distorted type of place because of the electromagnetic conduction that does not hold the form to carbon-based life forms such as plastic entities. So, that is another explanation I have. Makes me wonder if the silicon landscape for the Avatar people had their own cool world that was the inner skeleton of their own landscape that they saw within their face value. Kind of makes you wonder. But at the same time, it was manipulated and changed, and it must probably exist somewhere on some kind of spiritual level. An avatar version of a cool world skeleton interlaced, or perhaps when the silica was taken down and then they replaced it with carbon-based life forms, then it just immediately turned into cool world, and then they had to figure out a way to get this cool world obstructed, so that way people would not be able to see that it was so electromagnetic. What I presume is that when the sodium salt attack to your AB electrolysis by adding a C took away your electrical response that allowed you to see how fucked up and twisted the place had become upon an electrical conduction. So it makes it to where it's less electrical. So therefore everything is perceived and touched within the electrical assimilation that is light to be straight and rigid because it is less affected by the induction of this hardcore warped result. It is therefore watered down into something more rigid, like the silicon trees were, something more rigid because it is lessly able to create a side effect from it being plastic in the first place, if that makes sense. Wow. Okay. All right. So when I flew into this, I'm pretty sure I went into the same place. I came in. I didn't come in my full body. I came astral because I was doing DMT, and I had DMT seeping out of my brain. So I immediately came flying into here, and it was very subtle. It wasn't. I didn't. It wasn't like a crash hardcore break because it probably would have been a lot more vivid than an astral experience. When I opened my eyes, I would be in this environment here, and then I would close it, and I would be in this environment. So, wow, this bulldog is rubbing his ass on me. Gross. All right. Well, anyways, I floated in to this space here, and I went flying past these heads. And my last DMT trip experience, I did explain that there were heads pumping juice and soda. So if you remember going back to when I did this illustration, because I just had to do something real quick just so I can remember. But as soon as I did this dog here, electrical response went up the side of my face, and I was like, well, I got to build on this. So now I'm building on it so I can get the same kind of response, and it's working. It's making me really dizzy. Even right now, I feel dizzy looking at this because it's trying to take me back in there. So what is to be understood is DMT is just your way in and out of this place. There is no DMT high that we can just go and smoke and be like, oh, let's go get high or whatever. That it doesn't exist. Marijuana trips this place if you do it moderately. You don't do it excessively. Excessively means you're going to be a burnout. So I am waiting for tomorrow or the next day to trigger my next doodle experience, which I'll probably see, trees like super, responding with the fucking electromagnetics. I don't know if I'll trip into this, but when she starts saying indulge your fantasies, I might be able to break myself into it just by marijuana alone because of the heightened stimulus of it. And I haven't drinking beer in the same time. I'm going to slam a beer and I'm going to drink some shots and I'm going to fucking take some turpentine and honey. And that's just going to make me start tripping. And when that happens, I'm going to start indulging my fantasies and I'm going to try to break in. So she knows when I'm going to do it. She knows exactly when I'm going to do it, but I don't know. I'm just so curious that I just want to know and I just want to keep trying as much as I can. I don't have to worry about shills, but I want to know who the shills are. So I'm just fucking curious. That's all. I'm just a curious guy. All right, so I went flying into this place, and I'm telling you, man, right now I feel dizzy just by looking at this stuff because I know it's trying to take me back into this place. All right, so I came in here, and oh my gosh, it works. This works. This works. Oh wow. Oh my gosh. I gotta calm down. I want to be able to make this video. Oh, chicken. Oh my God. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Okay, let me hurry up and get this video done before something happens to me. Okay, this guy. Whew. Whew. Oh yeah. Oh, it's coming on strong. All right. This thing was popping from side to side, hopping from foot to foot. It's too realistic. I got it right on the money. Okay, and this guy, he was maniacal and crazy, but he was so wise. I can see that he was looking at me from beyond his ears. And this guy was a Cubert. He was in here. And, I'm getting very dizzy. Whew. And this bird girl, I might have to end this video. Oh my gosh. I figured out a cool world trigger. Holy shit. I gotta go. I'll make this video again later when I come down. Oh yeah. Yeah. I gotta go.